this video, all the images and audio I do not own the copyright for. It was found on a public domain, so under Section 107, fair use, we are allowed to use it. Everything is alleged.
But the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
But in public, the couple, who married in 1997, denied the gossip about their marriage. This interview on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen was taped a year after Will and Jada separated.
So how long have you guys been together?
23 years.
Wow. That's amazing. How do you keep it hot?
How do I keep it hot? Maybe I don't know. I mean, I'm baffled, really.
Yeah, right.
Over the next several years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance of a committed married couple. They even faced a scandal when Jada had what she called an entanglement with a family friend. Neither let the public know they had already split.
So I guess my question is, I feel like you're a straight talker.
I am.
Except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, you know? And, being young and being hungry and then coming to Hollywood and starting to climb, and I'm like, why do I still feel bad? This is supposed to cure everything.
Right, that's what they say.
That's what they say, you know? And so once that didn't happen, I was like, well, then what the hell does all this mean? And then I was like, oh, Will came along and I was like, oh, well, maybe it's that. Maybe I need a man. Maybe I need to get married. Maybe I need to have a family. And when that didn't do it, it's like, and then finally, 40 years old, just had a complete, utter, just hit a wall and had just one of the darkest times in my life.
Yes, you have heard it right. So Jada Pinkett Smith is out here. She has dropped her memoirs and a book, and she is now doing, her tour and explaining the stories from the memoir and the book. And baby, when I tell you there are a lot, and I do mean a lot of secrets and skeletons that she is revealing and things that are popping out of the closet. The topic that we are going to, talk about today is the fact that she says that her and Will Smith have been separated since 2016, that they have been living separately, they have been living separate lives, that they have just been pretending in front of the cameras that they were actually together. And it blew my mind. It blew my mind when she said this, because guess what? If we would have watched anybody on camera on the red carpet and sticking up for each other and things of that nature, baby, we would have thought that these two were thick as thieves and in love. And we thought that when, the whole August Alsina thing happened, that, oh my goodness, look at Will Smith. He handled this so strong. He handled this so great. He didn't care about the entanglement. He didn't go after August. He didn't, bash Jada. He had nothing but good things to continue to say about it. We thought, what a healed man. But actually, you weren't a healed man from the standpoint of Jada Pinkett Smith. You were a single man. It was something that you knew. You guys were separated. Jada goes on to say, okay, especially with the Today Show. If you haven't watched that interview, that's more in depth, okay? The other clip was the show that she did, and it's only on Showtime, so if you don't have it, it wasn't able to be watched. But anybody can watch the Today Show. And Jada Pinkett Smith goes on to say that she thought that, hey, I was going to be happy when I made it into stardom, when I got to, making money and things like that. And she said she just wasn't happy with it. So she thought the next level of happiness was, hey, let me go find me a husband. Let me make some kids. Will Smith was right there, so she decided, hey, here is someone up and coming, he's doing big things. Maybe this is something that can make me happy. Maybe this can make my career better. So she says that she gets with him and start having kids and makes a family and realizes still not making her happy. Now, hold on, wait a minute, because that is a big statement, right? Not once did she say, I met this man, I fell head over heels in love with this man, I just wanted to have his children. She just says it was kind of like a plot in her life to where she wanted to be and see if it worked. Wow. And if you thought that one just a kick in the neds, all right, she continues to talk about also. She says that when Tupac Shakur and her dated, that she went to visit him in Rutgers prison and he proposed to her. She said no because of course, he was in prison. But she also goes to say that she thinks he may have been the love of her life or, a chance she missed out on or a bad decision that she may should have went that way. She also then addresses the whole August Asina thing and she says that she had deep feelings for him. And she says that, Will knew this and, Will knew that about it. But how hurtful can this be? It does not matter. This is your wife. I really truly believe, and I don't know, I believe when Will met Jada that he was smitten by her. She was beautiful. She was an up and coming actress. She was something to be had. I think he actually loved her. I think he thought that she may have actually loved him. Then sticking together for quite some time, having children, having a family, it does, it has to sting at this point, knowing that your wife thinks that she's missed a, love opportunity and then she was trying to find another love opportunity all while being married to you. She states that they stayed legally married just for the press, just for the show, but they did not live together. So with all of this and them having children and their children having careers and starting all of this, I almost wonder how the children felt in this. Because see, that's a big thing that people always miss. How did the kids feel in this? Knowing that, hey, our parents don't live, together. They're not together, but we're going to go out and act like we're a family in public. Is this one reason why that her daughter is now speaking out and saying that she thinks that her mother ruined their family and she thinks that her mother is out to ruin their family? Were the kids so, brainwashed with this lie and this belief that they thought it was actually okay? I mean, when I tell you that the memoirs and things that she's dropping, I'm not sure why she decided to do it at this moment, at this point in her life, or why she wanted to indulge her family secrets, knowing the effect it would have on Will and then her children. But she claims that she needs to let it out to be free, to be, feel a little bit lightweight. And sometimes that could be a good excuse. But when you know that you have a lot of people in the crossfires that can be hurt by the things that y'all kept in home and you bust them out in this way in a public fashion, man, I know that the kids have to be going through it. Will Smith has really said nothing about it. He did show on Twitter and TikTok that he has all of his notifications turned off to social media. So it's kind of like an out of sight, out of mind. Now, when I tell y'all with Jada that this is like something we have to unpack and talk about for, more than one video, we will, because each day that she does an interview, each day that she drops, pieces of her memoir, and I think I'm going to go out and buy her memoir, her book, and I'm going to read it. This will be something that's pieced together. If this is something you would like to hear more about, I would love to down in the comments below, but there will definitely be a part 2, 3, 4, and more, because we have to, keep up with what each piece is. So I will see you guys in the comments. We will definitely talk about this again and some more. See you soon.